First and foremost, my name is Valerie Hockett, and I'm the interior decorator and designer for Bluebird Designs. I focus on creating functional elegance for everyday living. And you are tuning in to my Facebook Live series called Beyond Design. Now, this is where I, do interior decorating and designing, and it can be beautiful and it can absolutely change the way that you feel and enjoy your home. There's other ways of which you can experience design and really enhance that experience. And what better way to do that than going and getting a massage, especially if you're trying to create a serene environment, then what better way to enjoy that and really take that in than going and getting a massage and coming home and just enjoying a beautiful and serene space. So who I have with me today is Suzy Doty, a massage therapist and owner of Bliss Balance Bodywork. I'm so excited that she came on today. She's an amazing massage therapist. I have enjoyed our time together and talking. And if y'all can just send some hearts on the replay, the recording of this, she would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. So we'll go ahead and just to give you a quick outline of how we're going to do this, we're going to learn a little bit about Suzy, and then we'll go into what she does, as well as I'll be sharing my design tips. Suzy will be then giving us an example in her massage space here at Elements Health and Wellness Spa, which is where we're at right now. So I'm so excited that I get to be on location for my Facebook Live. It's really fun, and especially an amazing space. However, we will go and she will give you some tips on any skill level on how to massage your spouse in honor of Valentine's Day. And then you want to stick to the end, or stay to the end, for the promotions that we have specifically for this Facebook Live and for the month of February. So make sure that you stick around to the end, and once we're done with that, if you have any questions, go ahead and hold on to them, write them down if you need to, and then after the promotions, we'll go ahead and answer those for you. Please let me know if you're tuning in, if you can hear me okay through the mic. This is my first time using it, so we're learning as we go, okay? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can't, give me a thumbs down, and then we'll take the mic off, all right? But since this is what we're doing, and here we are, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our lovely Suzy. Suzy, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, Valerie. I really appreciate it.
Well, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about your story. Where did you start? What brought you to where you are today?
Well, I'm a corporate girly. I came from a human resources background for a lot of major corporations, and my mom got sick, and my son did not handle it well. And I needed flexibility, and you don't get that in the corporate world. So I decided to switch my focus. I remember as a little girl, when my dad would come home from work, I'd stand behind him on his chair and just rub his neck and his shoulders. And it was, I just was drawn always to massage, the nurturing nature of it, making people feel better and cared for. So it felt like, you know, caring for people, the flexibility, perfect fit. So I went to massage school at East West College of the Healing Arts in Portland, Oregon, graduated in 2010, and I started working for a chiropractor. I thought I wanted to go into more spa, relaxation type of massage, but after working with a chiropractor, really fell in love with therapeutic massage. So I always try and put a little bit of a therapeutic spin on my massage sessions as we go. Got somebody up and walking the spot.
Yep. So as I said, we are here at Elements, and we're at the entrance of it. So pardon us for just a second. We have somebody coming in. Hello. Alrighty, well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you wanted to share?
Well, I grew up in Portland, Oregon, came to Coleman because my husband was going to Birmingham School of Law, He's from the Birmingham area originally, and his mom lives here in Coleman. Upon visiting her, just fell in love with it and decided to switch my massage license over from Oregon to Alabama. As soon as I got it in the mail, I heard of an opening here at Elements and found out that they had dedicated the business to God in April. I started May 1st, and it just feels like it was meant to be.
Oh my gosh, I think that is so amazing. You don't hear that as often. Somebody dedicating their own business. You hear like baby dedications, you know, but a business in and of itself. I do love that, and I can see the draw to that.
Yeah.
So that is awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
No problem.
I love, even though I've heard the story before, I still love hearing it each and every time. I just love to hear from other people what brought them to where they are at. And now I'd love for you to share with us what we all know what massage therapy is, but everybody, I think, still kind of has their own idea. And so if you can just share with us what massage therapy is, what it involves, why do we need it, how often should we use it, and when do we not need it?
Well, massage therapy benefits almost everybody. There's just a few instances where it's not a good fit, but typically massage is the manipulation of soft tissues and muscles, not joints. We're not, that would go into more of a chiropractic role.
Okay.
This is just soft tissue manipulation. There's various modalities of massage. Swedish, I'm sure most people have heard of. That's like more of a relaxation, feel good. I'm just here to just kind of relieve stress, unwind.
Kind of just like the surface level.
Yeah, just kind of like, boy, I've had a tough day. I think I just want to go get a massage and relax a little bit, kind of. I also do deep tissue massage, which is more of a therapeutic if you have, say, a frozen shoulder syndrome, or you have sciatica. Those are issues where we're going to utilize more deep tissue types of methods. We're going to really get in there. We're going to use different techniques that are a little more advanced.
Okay.
And it will take more sessions. Like for a Swedish massage, it's for relaxation. You come when you feel like you need the relaxation. There's not really a specific set of time that you need to come. If you're doing more of a therapeutic, it depends on the injury, the areas worked, the level. If you have doctors involved, they may have a say in how often you get massage. So for therapeutic massage, it can vary greatly as to how often you can come. But if you're working towards a goal, we would set a plan, a therapeutic plan, and say, you need to come every week, you need to come every other week, whatever is going to coincide with whatever their affliction is, what their doctors say, that type of thing.
Okay, so if somebody has specific thing that they're wanting to work on, that's where you can definitely lay out a timeline as far as like, well, if we can get you coming in around these times, then this will be really good for you specifically.
Absolutely, because it might be they have, they're just healing from an acute injury. An acute injury is going to be like 1 to 2 weeks old. We do not massage during that acute healing period. That is a time that you would not do massage. But then if it's a smaller injury, it may take 1 or 2 sessions. If it's something, I worked on a lot of motor vehicle accidents when I was in Oregon. A lot of people that would have torn muscle tissues that once it starts healing, the muscles have really tightened up. It takes several sessions to kind of get their range of motion and their mobility back in those areas. So,
okay. And if somebody, I guess I kind of always wondered, is there such thing as too much massage? I mean, if I came in every day, I'd be like, no, I probably don't want to do something like that. Like, I know a lot of us don't.
I think probably physically a relaxation type of massage every day is not going to hurt you. But if you're doing deep tissue work, you're moving lymph fluid, you're moving, your blood flow is moving, you're moving toxins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of movement of fluids and stuff you're not going to want to do on the daily. Probably once a week would be the most that you would want to do something that therapeutic, unless unless you have a doctor that says, no, you need a little bit more.
And so would you suggest people always coming or only ever coming when they have a problem necessarily? Is there a way, like, can massage actually prevent these problems from happening if people were wanting to come for those reasons, just for preventative reasons?
I mean, it's great for general overall health, so it's definitely a preventative type of situation. As far as deep tissue work, also can be completely preventative. More focused work on specific areas. You don't necessarily, I'm going to do specific work on your shoulder just in case you get frozen shoulder. It would just vary on what it is that's going on with your body.
Okay,
It's
so
really individualized.
yeah, that's kind of what I get from it, is it's just very particular. That's kind of how it is with design. Every circumstance is very particular, so it's always adjusted. But it sounds like we could probably do good for once a week, getting just a massage for the sake of preventing things from happening. And then if you're working on anything kind of like an ailment of some sort, then she'll talk with you about that and explain what that's going to look like.
Anytime you come with a session for me, you're going to have a complete intake form. We're going to go through everything. So we're going to kind of make a plan for what's going to be the most beneficial for what's going on with you personally. Okay.
Awesome. I love that. Well, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to share with y'all some design tips that you can use to create a serene space in your home. And unfortunately, I forgot my notes. But that's okay, because I'm going to go for memory, because I'm amazing like that. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So if you are wanting to create kind of like this serene experience, there's some things, one that could be inhibiting that, and that could be overhead lighting. And if you only have overhead lighting, especially like in a bedroom, and we'll kind of focus on the bedroom, but you can even apply these tips to other rooms as well. And again, this doesn't have to just be for the sake of couples. Like, even if you're single, like, do something for yourself as well. Create that serene environment for yourself. And I would encourage to lower some lighting. Create that lower lighting through table lamps. We've got mini lamps that are on trend right now. I love me a good little mini lamp. And then floor lamps. So you just kind of want to lower the lighting so it's not overhead and it's not really bright. You probably want to focus more on warm lighting, but if that's just too much for you, you could do a soft white. And another thing too is smell is huge for relaxing. So if your room does not smell that great, I have an old house, okay? So I have to be putting on essential oils, diffusing in the air constantly, because it'll just come right back up. So it really is hard to rest my mind and relax. I know that a lot of us love these candles from Bath and Body Works. I'm sorry, but honestly, the intensity of the fragrance could inhibit you from relaxing. I actually had a friend of mine where her and her husband, he got the smell in the Airbnb that they were at was so intense he started to vomit. Sorry, but he did.
May have some aversions to artificial fragrance, and a lot of those types of products have that in it.
So I mean, it's not going to be the same for everybody necessarily, but it can create a headache, and it can keep you from relaxing. So I would probably put those in maybe a bigger space. If you're like, but I love them, go put them in the living room then. The bedroom is just a little bit of a tighter spot. And then the next thing is, okay, so for Valentine's Day, I know this sounds a little cliche. You can put some rose petals on the bed, even if you're single. Go ahead and put some rose petals on the bed for yourself. I know, it's just, I always appreciate anything my husband does that he just kind of takes it up a notch. And he had like these little notes of like, drink this bottle of wine and eat this chocolate that was right there in the room. And I thought it was so cute. He just ripped off a piece of paper, and I could tell he just tried to find the closest marker and then started writing. I was like, I love it. Thank you. It made me feel very special. So I said low lighting, and then, Curtains, y'all. Curtains, curtains, curtains. Now, I understand that, so if you're thinking of something like soft and light, we think of a curtain that's kind of see-through. And yes, however, for those of us who are like, but we need the blackout curtains, we do too. So you can double layer. There are curtain rods where on the bottom you can put your blackout curtains, and then on the top you can put the next layer, which would be more of the see-through. So kind of giving it that nice light and that flow. Another tip is lighter colors. Now, I know some of y'all love color, so you're like, I don't want to do beige and white. This is so lame. But for those of you who love it, go for it. If you don't love it, that's totally fine. There is a way where you can implement color. I would focus more on earthy kind of tones. When I say earthy tones, I'm saying they're grayed out. That's what a neutral color actually is. Neutral is not just brown and beige and white. That's not just neutral. Neutral is just, it is grayed out. So a neutral blue, a neutral pink. Actually, pink is actually a calming color. But you, instead of doing like a bright one, you do more of a paler pink. So that's kind of what I mean. If you still love color and implementing it, focus on just very earthy tones for that space, because otherwise it could, if you have certain colors like red or yellow or orange, it could really heighten you up and keep you from being able to relax as much as you need to. For Valentine's Day specifically, getting ready, creating the space for you and your spouse, music. Play that music. Oh my gosh, it sets the tone for everything. Absolutely. And that's a simple little thing you can do. You don't have to go out and buy a ton of stuff, y'all. Like, honestly, you can just play music and have whatever scents that you do have. I prefer essential oils. I think it's very relaxing and calming. And some good ones would be lavender. I love geranium, but my husband doesn't like it. So just kind of take that into effect. I know lavender's calming, but that's not the only thing that you have to use to calm, especially if your husband, like Suzy's, does not like lavender. So don't use it. So don't do that one. Frankincense. Oh my gosh. That essential oil takes you to a whole nother level. Like, I love frankincense. I had, Roman chamomile. I actually love it for my boys. That's a whole nother topic when it comes to lavender and Roman chamomile and boys and girls and all of that stuff. But so I wouldn't put that in my room because I always think of my baby boys. So, just kind of feel it out and play with it a little bit and see what smells, trigger that relaxing experience for you and your spouse. One last thing is putting in like blankets is really a way to create a little bit more of that relaxing experience. It's just that softness, that chunky blanket that's there on the bed makes you just want to jump into bed.
That whole cozy feeling.
And this month, I'm actually going to be sharing with you how you can make your bed. So not typically everybody loves to make their bed like this every single day, but you can make your bed maybe if you have people coming over and you're going to be showing a tour of your house. I'm going to show you some tips on how you can kind of create this very layered effect that you see in all the magazines and all the pictures of the beds that make you want to jump into that bed. We're going to create that effect so you can have that for Valentine's Day, where it looks soft, it looks cushiony, it just looks like it's calling your name. Okay? So I'm excited to share that one actually the most, because it is a transforming. Like, you have those flat blankets and then you have your pillows and you're like, it just looks like a box. How can we not make it look like a box? Well, there is a way that you can make it happen, and I will share that on my Facebook page here this month. Now, here's the exciting thing that's about to happen. I hope those tips were really helpful, but I think you're going to be really excited about these next few tips from Suzy. We are now going to giddy up and go over to her space where she's going to give us some tips on how we can massage and provide a massage for our spouses. It doesn't have to just be for Valentine's Day. I know your husbands, ladies, are asking you to give a massage all the time. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm doing it. I'm probably like hurting him. So it's okay. Suzy's gonna help you. She's gonna give you some simple tips that anybody can do, okay?
Including the men to women.
Yes.
Let's not forget that.
This is not just for the women, men. This is for you. I'm just messing with you. But let's go ahead and let's get back there and see what we can do.
Fantastic.
So now you're just gonna see my face as we walk through. Look at this amazing place. We're here at Elements Health and Wellness. Love it. You've got to check them out. Go to their website. There's so many different offerings that they have that you're going to want to see, that you'll also have access to as well when you book with Suzy. All right, now we're going to enter in here. Okay, now I'm going to turn the camera around. How do I turn the camera around? Can I turn the camera around? I'm sure I could turn the camera around. Watch. Oh, hey, there we go. All right. Okay, Suzy, I'm going to go ahead and hand the mic over to you.
All right. And I'm just going to clip this on.
Yeah. See, we know what we're doing, you guys. We're professionals. All right, so Suzy, can you explain to us what do we need to do to get prepared for a massage?
Well, today I am working on my massage table, but I understand that if you're working at home, most people don't have a massage table at home. If you have a twin bed, it's about the same, but if you're working on your large king bed, queen bed in your bedroom, what you can do is you can have your partner lay with their head at the corner foot and lie diagonally. That will give you corner space on each end to be able to walk around and reach back areas. You know, their head's going to be to here, so you're going to be able to reach their back areas as if you were able to work on a massage table. It's going to give you a little bit better access.
Okay. And did you mention about our nails?
I do. You should definitely make sure your nails are trimmed, no snags before you start working on your partner so you don't scratch them.
Okay, wonderful. I just thought that was such a good tip when you told me earlier when we were preparing for this. I was like, okay, we've got to mention that because I did not even think about doing that at all. And then as far as, will we be using any essential oils with this?
I will be using essential oils today. I have moved all my stuff around for this. I can't find it now. I'm going to be using frankincense because it is a relaxing blend. It can promote healing of skin if you have any skin issues. Frankincense is from the Biswalia tree. Don't know if you knew that, but
No,
the
I did
resin
not.
from it has been used by ancient Egyptians for years for all kind of therapeutic purposes. So I'm going to use a sweet almond oil.
Can I zoom in on that?
You absolutely can. This is just one that I use in my practice, but if you're at home, you can use olive oil, you can use coconut oil, you can use avocado oil. I wouldn't use any processed seed oils
Okay.
personally, but those are some safe cooking oils that are also actually beneficial for your skin. So you're going to be providing your skin some nutrients along with glide. You can use some lotion, but you're not going to get the gliding effect. But if you do have lotion and you just want to add maybe a few drops of olive oil in it, you can kind of liquefy your lotion a little bit better so you can get a little bit better of a glide.
I didn't even think about that. Okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the blankets down. I always like to have a really cozy blanket. I have a table warmer because I am using my massage table, but if you want that same effect at home, if you have a heating pad, or especially if you have one of the long heating pads, you can put that underneath the sheets that you're working with and you'll get that same similar effect. Adding heat to a massage just helps both the oils and the moves to be able to penetrate a little bit deeper.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because my sheets are freezing every single time I go into bed, and I wouldn't have even thought about that.
So when using essential oils, it's always good to use a carrier oil. It just keeps people from having any kind of skin sensitivity. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops in with my oil. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just trying to get the oil all over the area that I want to work on.
Okay.
So I'm going to rub it together. Make sure if your hands are cold to warm them up before you put them on your partner. It's a very nice thing to do. You're just going to distribute the oil by just gliding your hands along.
So they were not pushing in. We don't need to be pushing in very heavily.
Yeah, we're not using deep pressure today. There are a lot of things that you need to look out for to use deep pressure, and a deep tissue massage really should be left to people that have been trained to do it.
Okay.
But just superficial gliding motions, anybody can do this. You do not need to have any kind of education. You're just sweeping motions. Right now we're just pretty much distributing the oil to make sure that we have it all over, so there's no drag on your skin.
Okay.
It's not really comfortable if you're doing like a massage move and your hands are dry, their back is dry.
Yes.
You're gonna get a lot of skin drag.
Does not feel very comfortable at all. Good intentions, but not comfy.
So just the gliding motions in themselves are very relaxing. And so I like to do just a few sweeps beyond just the oil distribution. Just it gets the body tissues warmed up. It gets your partner ready to receive massage. Rub it all down the arms. You want to start working into a little more deeper work on their back. Make your fists. This is ironing. You do not want to work directly on their spine. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on any bony protrusions, on any joints. That's better left to people that have been trained on how to work in those areas safely.
Okay.
I'm just making my hands into fists, and I'm just going on either side of his spine. And I'm just sliding down, and it's just a steady, even pressure. It's not deep, but it's very relaxing. And you can just go farther and farther out along. You definitely, when you're working on your partner and you're working on their back, you don't want to go directly on their spine.
Okay.
But you also want to be a little gentle on either side of the spine, around this area. Those are kidney areas. And if you get too deep in there, you can cause some damage. So just be very, very gentle in those areas. I'm going to grab just a little bit more oil.
Okay.
Another really nice move, it's, I don't know that there's really a name for a lot of these moves, but we kind of always just has referred to it like in massage school and among my peers as oceans. You're kind of just making ocean waves going back and forth, up and down across the back. Like I said, massage therapy essentially is manipulation of muscle tissues. So that's what we're doing. We're not just kind of sliding our hands. We are moving the tissues. We're just not using a lot of pressure to do it. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to get a lot of benefits. So we're just moving the tissue around. It helps. Your body is covered over muscles by a thin sheeting called fascia. Your muscles can adhere to the fascia and get stuck. That's where you get knots, adhesions. And moving the muscle, I don't know what to say. the muscle bodies, the muscle mass.
Yeah.
it helps break up those adhesions of fascia.
Oh, okay.
You can work in small circles.
This is great. I mean, I'm just watching her, y'all, and I'm so relaxed. Like, I'm smelling this essential oil right now. It's like so, like, it's not heavy, like, in a bad way. It's like, oh my gosh, it's intoxicating. It makes me just want to, like, just lay down on this bed.
Circles going back the other direction.
And don't worry, everyone, if you are enjoying what you're seeing and you want to be able to come back to this video to kind of go back through these moves, this video is being recorded and will be uploaded to my YouTube channel for you to replay and go back and forth so you can apply these moves later on.
Now, a lot of times, most of us, either we're sitting at desks, we're driving our kids around, we're driving to and from places for work, our low back gets pretty tight. So what I like to do is get just the heels of my hands just right above where the sacrum is, right before you start to move into actual glutes.
Okay.
Just kind of put the palms of your hands, the base, and just, it's like you're kneading, like you're a cat and you're just kneading, but boy, it moves that tissue and it feels so amazing if you've got a tight back. You can move down the arms. And again, the idea is to move the muscle tissue, not in a harsh, deep, painful way, but it's okay. It's okay to grab the hold of the tissue and just kind of lift and grab and lift, and you can do that. It feels fantastic right up.
Oh, that's my favorite, is the shoulders.
Yes, I love that. Lifting the muscles right here. We all tend to get so tight in here from sitting on our computers. This forward motion with your arms that you're doing all day long, you're driving, you're on your computer, whatever it is that you're doing, it will really make this part of your back really tight.
Wow. And remember, everybody, she's not applying an immense amount of pressure right here. For those of you who maybe get those hand cramps, you're not going to get it through this because it's not necessary to be really pressing in. If you're not a massage therapist, you don't need to be doing deep tissue massage. So this is something that's very easy for everybody of any level. Again, we're just trying to make this possible for all of y'all to be able to do for your spouses and your spouses do for you. Our little broadcasting, it just kind of stopped on me. So we are continuing the massage, and don't worry, I will make sure to combine this video and the other video. So you have one fluid video to watch. Again, I'll be able to send the link for the YouTube. For you to be able to watch. So I apologize for that inconvenience. Thank you for watching. We're going to continue with the massage, and then we're going to share the promotion that we have. So here we go.
I, of course, have the perfect setup to do massage. But if you have just even a small stool or something, you can sit at the corner. If you have them flipped over in your long bed, if you have them on a twin bed, you can just sit at the end. This is the way that I like to do shoulders, because I'm going to just slide this pillow just so I can get my hands in there, because you can let gravity get a little bit deeper on the back area if you just slide your hands under and pull them up. You're just sliding under, pulling up. But they're actually getting a little bit deeper on the back of their shoulders because gravity's doing all the work for you. Just take a little oil. Just always make sure that you've got enough lubrication that the skin is not dragging, because it can be painful.
Okay.
Just rubbing. You want to be very gentle around the neck. You do not want to be on the artery. If at any time you're doing massage and you feel a pulse, please move off that area immediately, because you could do damage.
Oh, wow.
So this is just sliding and gliding around the shoulders and up the neck. That's all I'm doing, sliding my hand.
Looks easy enough, folks.
It is
I think we can do it.
Anybody can do it. Get up around the jaw. This feels amazing. This around the jawline, up where your jaw and your ear meet. That's a spot that people hold a lot of tension. They don't really think about. The side of your jaw muscles, down the sides of your ears. Ears feel amazing to be rubbed. Rub your partner's ears, small, gentle circles all around them. Put your fingers around them and just rub the whole area. All of this area right here has got a lot of lymph nodes in it, and that's areas that lymph fluid can get blocked. This gentle rubbing will help that flow again.
Okay.
And so any stagnation that someone has there, it just takes gentle rubbing like that, and you're moving lymph right now.
Again, y'all, she's not applying a ton of pressure. We're not doing a deep tissue massage. This is just rubbing
this
on the
is
surface. So don't try to get your
very
hands all
light.
cramped up.
You can rub the sides of the head, just gentle circular motions under the cheekbones. Feels fantastic. Moves some of that sinus pressure above the eyebrows, across the forehead, and then scalp massage. Who doesn't love that? That's why we all go to the hairdresser, isn't it?
Yes.
Just for the scalp massage. And those are just some simple moves that you can do. Anybody can do these moves on their partner.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Suzy.
Sure.
That was amazing. I try to do with each of these lives, you can go ahead and sit down, darling. What I try to do with each of these lives is I like to make it exciting, and I like it to make worth your while. So what I try to provide is some promotions from each of the people that I'm blessed to be able to interview. We want to say thank you for joining. As I said, without further ado, thank you for watching. Now we're going to get started with the promotions. So for me, first and foremost, I am going to be offering a free 30-minute consultation via Zoom for the first person who messages me or calls me for helping you to create, like, you pick one space in your home. So let's say it's the bedroom, because that's what we're talking about. I'm gonna go over with you via Zoom or the phone call, whichever you prefer, and we're gonna go over that space. So don't worry, I'll have you fill out a form to give me some background on what it is that you're looking for and what you need help with. And then during our 30-minute session, I'll just be sharing with you tips. You'll be writing those notes down because that's just something that I want to give to somebody and just say kind of thank you. So that'll be the first person who reaches out to me. And throughout the month of February, if you're watching this Facebook Live, even on replay, just for the month of February, you're going to type in Beyond Design Code 25. Beyond Design 25. What that's going to do is that's going to unlock a 15% discount on my new e-design service. Basically, the e-design service is a way for those who are in their home and they're in a space within their home. They're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to stay cohesive. Something's not working, but I don't have the money, or I don't really want to have an interior designer come in here and we go through this whole process. I really just kind of want some ideas. E-design is a great way where I will create for you a concept design, giving you a visual what that space is going to look like, and I'll also give you a layout and a click to buy shopping list. You do with all that information as you see fit, and it only takes a week for you to get that. So that is an amazing new service I'm excited to offer, and I do not hear a lot of people doing that, and I want to do that for those of you out there who are just wanting some ideas and getting a designer's eye without having to pay the big bucks for that. So that is my promotion. Again, 15% off for the month of February by typing in, DM me the code Beyond Design 25. That shows me that you watched the Facebook Live, and then you get access to that 15% discount for my e-design service. All right, now it's Suzy's turn.
So,
You're fine, I'll hold it for you.
I'll
help you out.
So for my freebie, for the first person that messages me, you can ask me any massage questions. You can ask me about anything, I suppose. But the first person to contact me gets a free doTERRA Serenity stick and valerian. It has lavender, cedarwood, coriander, liang liang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, sandalwood, tonka bean, and vanilla absolute. It is fantastic for sleep issues. If you have sleep issues, you rub this on the bottom of your feet. It's very soothing, very relaxing. I have a lot of friends that keep this in their kits for their kids.
Can I smell it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. Look at that. It makes me want to giggle. Oh my goodness. And then you put that on your feet and you will sleep. Feet sleep.
The lavender and the valerian will get you every time.
Did you know that my name is derived from the valerian flower? Valerie means healthy and strong. The valerian flower is healthy and strong. I just want to say that, because it's kind of cool.
That's awesome. I did not know that. My other offer is for the first 10 massage bookings using the code Beyond Design. You get 10% off of any of your massage services through the month of February. First 10 people. First 10 people, you will get the 10% off of a massage session. Now, how long is that session for? It depends on what they choose. They can choose a 30-minute, 60-minute, or 90-minute session. I'll give them 10% off whichever service that they choose.
So for the first 10 people, you will get 10% off of I cannot say this, massage session with Suzy, and she'll need the first 10 people.
And we'll be leaving the link for that. There's a special link for it. So we'll be leaving that in the comments of the replay.
Okay, wonderful.
Also, I wanted to let everybody know that when you do book any kind of massage service with me, Elements generously gives you a choice of 4 complimentary spa services, including infrared sauna, red light bed, lymphatics drainage, and the Beamer machine. And you can contact me to find out more information about what all of those devices do. And that is an ongoing. Anytime you ever book with me, you get a complimentary service from Elements.
That's awesome. And it is in our little reel video, and I can also make another reel video because I did try to showcase all those to create a video so you knew a little bit more about what was coming up. But I'll go ahead and make another video so you know exactly what I'm talking about, and we'll make sure that we label what each of those things are because they are amazing. And
great benefits.
Yes, and Suzy will be able to explain all of that for you. Again, the first caller will receive this freebie or free messenger if you do message, because we didn't say our phone numbers, so clearly it's going to be the first message right now. We can't do a phone call, we're doing a live. But whoever messages us first, if you message Suzy, you'll get this little freebie. Even if you message me, you know, we'll make it work. We'll see if you're the first one, okay? But again, if you message me, the first person will get a free 30-minute session, and we'll go over your space and see what you can do to make it serene and make it what you want it to be. And then for the month of February, 15% off e-design, 10% off of a massage session with Suzy for the first 10 people. And if you're watching the replay, this is only meant for February 2025. So just want to put that out there. Well, I have not gotten any questions, and that's not a problem, because I feel like Suzy just did so well at explaining everything. Honestly, like, I feel like I know what to do, and you explained it so well that I feel a little bit more confident now when giving my husband a massage, because now I know it doesn't just help to know what to do, it helps to know what not to do.
Absolutely. That's
what I get afraid of. I'm like, oh, I'm hurting him. Maybe I'm doing too much of this.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to emphasize while we were talking about it, that please leave the deep tissue stuff to trained professionals, because there are definitely areas of the body that if you go too deep, you can really hurt somebody.
Well, thank you so much, Suzy, for your time.
Sure,
I
thank you.
had a great time, and I got a little too relaxed when I was watching the massage. And we want to thank all of y'all for showing up for us. And I can't wait to see you next time on my next Facebook Live here at Bluebird Designs Beyond Design. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.